Well, hello guys, welcome back to the YouTube and welcome back to the channel. We are of course in the fabulous Cornwall for another Cornwall inspired video this week. And today we're exploring more of this beautiful county on a series of boat rides and hire boats to see Cornwall from the sea. And what better way to explore this fabulous county than by boats? It's nice and simple, you don't get stuck in traffic, it's easy to park, and it's a beautiful way of seeing Cornwall from the water. So guys, let's jump into the video, and as always, if you like our content, hit that subscribe button down below and the bell notification if you want to be notified about our future uploads. We're also taking a trip to the famous Charlestown Regatta to have a look at some raft races and what the locals get up to during this fun week-long festival. Well, our first location today is the fabulous working fishing port of Mevagissey, and a glorious day it is too. Kicking things off, our first boat trip is going to take us from Mevagissey Harbour out to Fowey, passing by some stunning Cornish coastline on the way and traversing St Austell Bay before ending up on the Fowey estuary. An unmissable boat trip between two of Cornwall's most delightful and contrasting ports. With a bit of luck you may see dolphins, sharks, seals, gannets and sunfish, or just sit back and take in the views of the trip. The ferry takes about 40 minutes to complete the crossing and is known as the Meva Ferry. Combine a visit to two of Cornwall's most picturesque and contrasting ports, with a return ferry trip across St Austell Bay between Fowey and Mevagissey. The ferry runs 3 to 5 times a day dependent on the season and weather, and utilises a boat called the Bessie James, a 2007 500 horsepower Caterpillar C9 single prop. On board you can expect to meet Steve, Chris or Mike, who are a great crew. The ferrymen are very informative and chatty. On board there are also a few handy booklets on Mevagissey and Fowey. An adult return trip is £17 and well-behaved dogs go for free. One thing to note on the return journey is the ferry leaves from Whitehouse Quay in Fowey and not the main quay. It is also worth checking you haven't hopped on the Polruan water taxi by mistake, as this also leaves from the same location. Be sure to arrive early to ensure you get your spot on the ferry. There's no surprise this is a popular trip as the views really are amazing, and avoiding the St Austell summer traffic is a major bonus. If you want to check out the beaches along the coastline, make sure you sit on the right side of the boat from Fowey to Mevagissey. If you prefer gazing out to the sea, then the left side is for you, and vice versa on your return trip. And just like that, we arrive in Fowey, set on the beautiful Fowey estuary in southern Cornwall, and head over to the centre to do a little bit of exploring and of course find a Cornish pasty. Set in an area of outstanding natural beauty, this pretty harbour town is situated on the west side of a deep estuary where the Fowey River reaches the sea. There's a lot to see and do here, so I'd recommend giving yourself a good amount of time to explore this pretty town. We then head down to get on boat number 2 today, which is a self-hire from Fowey Boat Hire on the main quay. Good old Steve is always on hand to assist, and you can hire from as little as 30 minutes from £30 to half a day for £75. Steve has 2 sizes of boats to pick from, either up to 5 people or up to 7 people. We hired the larger boat as I prefer it, and in my head I think it goes a little bit faster. Good old Steve has been at the boat hire for years, and I've met him numerous times, and I can assure you he's a thoroughly decent chap. There is simply masses to see on the river at Fowey with a self-hire boat. Unspoilt creeks and backwaters, Daphne de Maurier's house, a busy working port, ancient blockhouses made to deter pirates, hundreds of boats of all varieties, abundant wildlife and marine life, castles and beaches to name but a few. You could even go fishing, or spend time in Polruan on the other side of the harbour, or visit Pont Peel. The self-hire boats give you access to over 25 miles of shoreline and are the ideal way to enjoy one of the prettiest natural harbours in the UK. All boats are stable and wheel steering and are licensed for up to 7 people. Tuition, fuel and safety gear are all provided in the price, but the boats are super easy to drive and operate. We spent a great hour driving around the river and taking in the sights of Fowey and Polruan. Steve's boats are really modern and nice to drive, and I'd highly recommend them if you're in the area and looking for a great way of seeing Cornwall by boat. It certainly is a fun, easy and comfortable way to enjoy the magic of Fowey Harbour and its beautiful surroundings. If the Fowey area was a movie, then the river would be the leading lady, an Oscar-winning A-list star, exceptionally beautiful, full of charisma, always ready to perform and takes you on a journey of adventure. And did you know the Fowey River covers 41,800 acres in total, and 92 million gallons of water flow through her every day. But it's time now to hand the boat back to Steve, who is always on hand to assist with parking, and head back over to Mevagissey via the Meva ferry. We didn't see any dolphins on the way back, but we did on the way out, which was an amazing sight, and the ferry slowed right down to allow us all to get a good look. Apparently this is a common sighting on the trip. From Mevagissey we'll take the short journey by car and head over to Charlestown to take a look at the Charlestown Regatta. So guys, we are here in Charlestown for the fabulous regatta weekend. You can see all the bunting up behind me, so let's head down to the harbour and check it out. I've also heard some particularly good things about the raft race, so let's see if Kelly Whip can hold on to that title, or will they sink? So what is Charlestown Regatta? Charlestown Regatta Week is back for 2024 from Saturday July the 20th to Friday July 26th. The annual community fundraising event hosted around the historic Georgian Harbour Village offers a fun programme of live music and entertainment for all the family. In typical Cornish style, a must visit in the summer calendar for residents and visitors alike. Charlestown Regatta Week is organised by a team of volunteers, and the 2024 event is the 52nd Regatta Week hosted in the village. The programme includes raft races, water sports, pasty demonstrations, a gig rowing challenge, and favourite events such as the Fun Triathlon, Junior Biathlon, Children's Sports, an Evening with Johnny Cowling, the Grand Carnival and Flora Dance procession, followed by proms in the park with fireworks. And of course, the week's musical finale, Regatta Rocks. The best part of this, I think, is the raft race on the Sunday, which is super fun to watch. We even had a visit from the Fowey lifeboat crew aboard the RNLB Morris and Joyce Hardy. It's actually much bigger close up than you'd think, and the crew allow people to board for a look around the boats. With a speed of up to 25 knots, this all-weather boat is capable of 250 nautical miles, setting the precedent for the RNLI fleet. To top off the weekend, and as it was a Sunday, we headed to the newly refurbished and reopened Pier House for a pint of Korev and a Sunday lunch. And wow, what a transformation! If you're in Charlestown, be sure to pop in and check it out. With amazing views over the harbour and St Austell Bay, this St Austell Brewery pub is the place to be in Charlestown. Very much nautically themed, and with a new stunning interior, the roast was simply fabulous. We even got some extra gravy in a teapot. Oh, and the cauliflower cheese was to die for. And just look at those giant Yorkshire puddings. Perfect for soaking up all that delicious gravy. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We really hope you've enjoyed this video of exploring Cornwall by boats and seeing the fabulous Charlestown Regatta. As always, we'll see you in the next one.